YouTube world. I'm going to give you all time to get on here, wake up, grab you some coffee, grab you a cigarette, grab you a painkiller, and let's get together. Larry is streaming this morning. It is Friday morning, 6:15 in the morning. I just got done watching video this morning. Vaughn Hilton, I want to talk about you. So hopefully you get this. I'll give a few minutes, at least one or two people on here. Once I get one or two people, then I'll start talking. Vaughn Hilton, you don't even know how to add. I learned how to add in third grade. So you say I'm a sixth grader, that makes you a third grader. Because you don't even know what 3 times 25 is. Sorry, Vaughn, it's 75. I don't need a calculator. I don't need to add with my fingers. For a sixth grader, I'm pretty damn smart. Vaughn Hilton, another thing. I have not paid rent since the day I moved in. Every rent receipt that I have for this house that I live in right now, I'm taking one of your houses for every rent receipt. So that means they all belong to me, bitch, because I got the rent receipts. Your mommy's signature right on them. Millie's signature right on them. The bank account. Vaughn, your mom's been through 4 bank accounts since she's passed. I had 2 bank accounts with your mother's name on them. Where the fucking rent went. What do you think? Where do you think the money came from to fix some houses to get them renters in? The rent from Larry's fucking place paid for the rent. Vaughn Hilton, this is not a threat. This is a promise. You better watch when you go to get your food again. Because Big Larry is out of bed. And I'm coming for you, bitch. Let's go for it. I'm done playing games with you motherfuckers. Vaughn Hilton, it's not a threat. It is a promise. I am coming for you. To Vaughn Hilton. So Ronnie's only 30 years old. Ronnie wishes he was 30 years old. Sorry to tell you, Ronnie went into the service in 1989, people. Not 2009. Vaughn, add, bitch. Learn how to add. Morning, Freddie. Morning, Tom. Morning, Judo. What'd you say, Evil Twin? Good morning, you three. Larry's live and I'm hot. He's complaining that I lay in bed all day and don't do nothing all day. Vaughn Hilton, at least I have money coming in. Vaughn Hilton, my bills are paid. Food in my mouth. Even if I just lay in bed all day, I still have a wife and kids because I know how to treat them. I don't get on the computer and pull guns out at and point them at my wife's head. I don't make my kids stay in their bedroom and lock them in the door and starve them with fucking bologna sandwiches. I don't fucking let my dogs die and throw them in the fucking garbage can and not go outside and bury them. Or at least get them off the fucking property. You want me to keep going, Vaughn Stinky Hilton? Wait till the videos come out of your mother and the way she talked about you. Because remember, I do have them, Vaughn. For the last 2 fucking years. You know it, I know it, and so does the fucking judge. You think a judge scares me? I've been in front of plenty of fucking judges. They don't scare me. What are they going to do? Give me a vacation? Tom, I can promise you, buddy, I have worked. Do you want me to start? Where do you want to start? You want a real job or a fucked up job? The one that didn't pay me much. Frisch's Big Boys. Let's start with them. You want to go to the roofing company? I'll give you their name too. I mean, I'll give you where I worked. I don't give a shit. I know I worked. Yeah, I'm good for my word. I work. I mean, I don't have to hide I work. I was proud to work, and I wish I could go back to work today. Because I make more money working in 1 week than I bring home from Social Security disability. No, I have not been on disability since I moved to Kentucky. Both of my sons were on disability. And I was legally, like I said, I will not get into the conversation about me, my wife, and my children, but I am the full custody holder of my children. And I am responsible for my children. Okay. Von Hilton, you were responsible for your children. What did you do? You locked them in a bedroom. You made them piss down fucking your vent systems because you wouldn't let them go to the bathroom. You fed them a lot of peanut butter sandwiches or TV dinners because you don't know how to fucking cook. Oh, hot dogs. He's having a hot dog last night, people. I hate to tell you, hot dogs are cooked in the microwave too. Yeah. Hot dogs can be cooked in a microwave, promise. You can't don't believe me? I'll yell for my 16-year-old son because that's how he cooks his hot dogs. Yeah, well, yeah, Tom, that's why Larry's blowing smoke this morning, buddy. I am fired up. He did a video last night, honey. You can watch it with me later. People, I have never been a felon. I a lot of misdemeanors. I'm not gonna lie about that. I have a lot of misdemeanors. Domestic violences. Domestic violence is not a felony. Sorry, Vaughn. Try again. Yeah, Tom, I got a lot of domestic violences. Yeah, I mean, someone calls me out. I got two choices. I can run and hide in a fucking closet, or I can go out there and fight the dude. I'll go out and fight the dude. If I lose, then I'll sit next to the tree and smoke me a big fat fucking joint. If I win, I'm gonna go up to that same fucking tree and smoke me a big fat fucking joint. So don't to me it don't matter at all if I win or lose. I'm not running from nobody. Nobody. Yeah, he's scared. He better be scared. Because when you wake a big grizzly bear up, it's over. Yeah, Tom, and I would definitely hand it to you, buddy. Well, my solid muscle has been going down a lot, Cartel, because of me being almost bedridden and me barely getting out, moving, doing anything. I mean, I am getting rough. But I guarantee you, with every fucking ounce of energy I have left, I will get up out of my fucking wheelchair and beat the living fuck out of Vaughn Hilton. That I don't care if it takes my life. I will kill that little motherfucker. I am done playing games with him. He thinks I killed his mom. He better worry about me trying to kill him. Well, I'm tired of him talking about it. I'm going to kill him, the motherfucker. If I wanted his ass gone, he'd been gone. I mean, I've had people here. I got a cousin on the other side of the family that would have wiped him out. And I should have had him do it when he was here. And I'm under 300 now, Flood. I'm sitting at about 260, so I've lost like 80 pounds in the last year. No, on the head of my... Yeah, I wish he would get in a ring with me. Wrestling ring, boxing ring, whatever kind of ring. I don't give a shit. Yeah, exactly, Tom. He can run his mouth, but once he gets caught out, it's all different. He can run his mouth about us, but if we run our mouth about something, oh no, we're in trouble. We're going to prison. Good morning, Clay County. Morning, Nate. Been a long time since I seen you. We had a good conversation about you the other day. Figured you wasn't getting on. You didn't want your wife to see my chest.
Here's your coffee.
Just like the Undertaker does. Exactly. Thank you, honey. And the morning mud's coming out. Good, good. That's good for you, Nate. It's plenty of money, buddy. That overtime is good, buddy. It's money, and that's where it's all about, people. I hate to say it to y'all, but it's all about money. You got to make that money. You got to pay your bills. You got to pay for your car. You got to pay for your food. You got to pay for everything. What I get from Social Security, I barely survive. You know, Von Hilton, before you start lying about shit, you better find the truth. Remember, I sold money to send my son to college. My college son has a free ride, something that you couldn't get. Remember, because you still owe the government your your tuition money. That is what it's about, Nate. I watched it 4 o'clock this morning. Yep, I watched it at 4 o'clock this morning. I seen it. So for every rent receipt that I have for this house, I take one of the other houses. How about that, Vaughn Hilton? Since you say I've never paid rent here the whole time I've been here, well, buddy, I got news for you. Every one of your properties belong to me then because I got rent receipts. My name is not Vaughn. I do not throw rent receipts down on the fucking floor and wait for some lady to come in and clean it that I have to pay. My rent receipts go in that little bucket over there, and they've been going in that little bucket for the last 12 and a half fucking years. I still got rent receipts from when I lived out on Quillen Road. I still got rent receipts from when I lived in Ohio 15 years ago. Vaughn Hilton, come and play, boy. Come and play. Two, one of the renters put a brand new furnace in that house down there because of the floods that we had. She literally told them that the furnace got fucked up. She don't have heat in her house to keep her and her kid warm. So Kentucky went ahead and put a brand new furnace in that house for her. So Von Hilton, you owe her for a furnace before you can even throw her out. That's $5,000 just for the furnace. Exactly. It was his property. It's his responsibilities. Well, now it's all going to be my time because I'm taking it all. Since I don't pay rent, I've never paid rent. Every rent receipt I got, I'm taking one of his houses. Let's see how he thinks it works. And I promise I got enough rent receipts here to cover it. Hell, I got enough bank statements to cover it. I got fucking rent receipts with his mother's signature on it. I got rent receipts with Millie's fucking signature. Yeah. Well, be honest, Tom, we don't want none of it. I mean, I don't need no big pieces of property. What would I do with it? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Lay there and relax and enjoy it. Have them deer come out of that woods for I don't have to go up there and hunt them. They come out to me where I can sit on my back porch, drink my cup of coffee, and take out a deer for dinner next week. Yeah, but I wouldn't sell it at all, no matter what. I wouldn't sell it. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of land. I put that right. I mean, there is a lot of mountains. It ain't like you can do a lot of building or anything on it. Yeah, morning, Toby. Welcome to Vietnam. But yeah, I'd live there. I mean, I don't think my boys would want to. They're all wanting to go to the cities. They got to live in a city to get a job, to make money, to take care of themselves and do like their father did. Or they go out there and get a job and take care of themselves. Yeah. Now if her land was all wooded and it was all flat land, it might be worth a little bit more. But because it's a mountains, they're not worth that much. You can't build houses on there. You can't run water lines out there. You'd have to literally put a road in and cut out trees before you did anything. And they ain't paying too hot on trees right now. I know they're taking trees out behind my house right now. So, Von Hilton, this message was all straight to you. This whole video this morning. Whatever you think you can do to me, go for it. Because I got a big surprise coming right at your door, buddy. You're going to sue us. We're suing you. You're going to take everything we got. We're taking everything you got. Who do you think's got a better record? Well, he better come over here and talk to Mr. What was that man's last name? Combs. Mr. Combs. Because Mr. Combs owns over 470 acres behind me. And after him, it's all Daniel Boone Natural Forest for the next 13 miles back there. And I'm not selling them. I wouldn't sell trees. Looks like the wife's going to come around and say good morning to everybody.
I haven't seen her in a while, so. Hi, my good people. Yeah, I've been real busy, so I'm sorry, but I had to do my mommy duties and wife duties. You know about that. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, Tom, you're right. He probably knows how to do water lines and electrical lines and knows how to cut the trees down. He knows how to turn them into 2x4s. He knows how to do all that good stuff.
What am I stepping on?
Probably that towel I had yesterday.
Yeah. Bye, people. Love you. Love you, Kitty, even though you're not on.
Yeah, Kitty's not on. Maggie Dow just got on, though.
Oh, hi,
And she said good morning.
Good morning to you too, hon.
Yeah, he knows everything, Tom. Exactly. He tried to say Ronnie Ray he was in the Army in 2009. The weirdest fucking thing about that is he lived here in Kentucky in 2007. So, and Ronnie was already out of the Army before 2007. I wish he was here this morning. He'll be here, people. Just don't put Ronnie down. Ronnie will be up on it this morning, and it matters how late he stayed up last night. Honestly, I think Ronnie went in 89. 88, 89.
It doesn't matter. We know that he all went, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, cold bacon grease. Ha ha ha. At least now I know they're watching my videos because they say I'm always in bed. So, and that's right, because most of my posts are first thing in the morning. Most of my posts are first thing in the morning. So yeah, I am still in bed. Yeah, exactly. He can't swim. Got news for you. I wouldn't even go on a cruise line if I can't swim. And I don't care how big that boat is. Yeah, Mop, exactly. Nobody gets live early mornings like this. So that's why I try to get on first thing in the morning. I like getting on when I wake up. I mean, I'm bright eyed, bushy tailed, getting my morning coffee in me, smoking my morning cigarette, taking my morning painkillers. And saying what I gotta say. I mean, I watch the videos at night and get on in the morning and respond to them. He probably failed all the tests. Get on early, get off early. Yep. I know Nick gets on between 11 and 12. I've known Miss Parker to get on 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the mornings. Secular Opinion and them, they get on late nights. They're usually the 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And most of them, I'm in bed. Morning, Robbie. Yep, nothing's changed. Same old, Robbie. Okay, so yeah, so he's going to do the 5 o'clock shows. Yep, exactly, Tom. Yeah, Cartel. I believe that when it happens. We have to get a schedule so there's no gaps. Yep, exactly. Don't put me wrong. There's some days that I get on here all day, people. There's days that I don't have to do a thing, not one thing at all. My wife does all the cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, the whole works. I could lay in this bed all fucking day and record all day. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my ticket too, Tom. And that's why I'm on here this morning, Robbie. I watched the one from last night. John left last night, yes. I don't care what that judge told him. That judge didn't tell him shit. He's telling himself that. Because there ain't no way that judge can get me for a damn thing. I never stole no money. And the honest predicament, she owes me money. He owes me money. So, hello. He can pay me the $100 that she owes me for taking her back and forth to the doctor's offices that she never gave me. Von Hilton, you owe me $1,000 bet, remember? Bitch boy, I will get my money one way or another. In cash or your ass, bitch. You're mine. No. I'm coming for you, Von Hilton, and that's not a threat. That is a promise. I will see you at the Family Dollar, buddy. I'm going to get out of bed and sit at the Family Dollar every single fucking day and wait for you to come and get your food. Yes, sir. I'll be there. Yeah, exactly, Maggie. He never said nothing about that, did he? The $32,000 that come out missing out of his mother's bank account. And he's the only one that was there at the bank to get it. Oh, I don't have to put a lounge chair out there. They already got one. Their lounge chairs are already out there. I'll just put the cooler in the back of my truck and leave it sit there for every time I need a drink. I'll get up and go get one. Yeah, exactly, Tom. I am done playing games with him, people. He better stay out of my way. That's all I can tell him. He better stay out of my way. He's ran away from me at least 2 or 3 times. The judge cannot give Vaughn legal advice. That's exactly right, 4 acres, even though he thinks he can. Yeah, just set it down there somewhere, baby. I gotta roll my morning painkiller. You okay? Your toe's still hurting? Did you get it to drain?
Yeah, but not lately.
Okay. Well, when you get time, try it again.
I tried it last night. It didn't.
That means it closed up.
Hmm. And it doesn't help when the kitties jump on it.
I know. That will never happen, Tom. He will never be a man. He had a chance to try to become a man. He never did. He was rather be up under mommy's little. He wanted to be under mommy's little dress or under mommy's little shirt tail or some shit. He didn't want to be a man, and he never became a man. He never will be a man. He will die a little boy. Yeah, I know. 60-year-old boy. That's what he is. I'm not always right, Tom, but I try to be. I try to tell the truth. I am still here, people. I know you guys can see me, but I'm just getting my painkiller ready. Couple sharp pains in my back this morning, so no, Mop. I've had this hat. I showed the new ones the other day. All something like this, just different colors. Looking at Vaughn giving you guppies into Rev's possible future. Yeah, the other day I showed the new ones. You really should see if Ronnie take your son in and you and Mrs. Ross contract area for housing on Vaughn. I didn't even understand none of that 4 acres. One, I'm not giving my kid to nobody. My kids are staying in my own home. My name's not Vaughn Hilton. Yes, he has went through his mom's inheritance money, I already told me. I'm not worried about his hex. My God has me protected. As you notice, I said God, not gods. There is only one God, Vaughn Hilton. Them are kind of conversations I don't really want to talk about. People, I don't talk about God if I don't want to, because some of you don't believe in God. Some of you believe like Vaughn does. Some of you believe there's gods. I mean, in my book, there was only one God. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It don't matter to me. But if I'm right, I'm right. I was gonna say, I think you're the wrong species too, not just the wrong sex. I think my female cat's coming in heat bad. She's in there whining to mommy. Could let her out and let her get knocked up by one of the neighbor's cats, but we don't want kittens. We don't want a lot of cats around here. Two's fine. Two females. Settle down, kitty. Yeah. Boy, I'm getting so old and handicapped. I'm gonna have to get me a roller. I have to give somebody some room and board and feed them just to be my roller. I'm gonna have to hire one of you trolls to come down here and be just my roller all day. Larry, if you hit the big game, what would be your first major purchase? Probably vacation. I could use a good vacation. But I wouldn't go hog wild. To be honest, people, I'd make sure I got a house, I got a vehicle that runs and gets me to the store. Rest of it, I'd give away. I'm not Von Hilton. I'm not trying to hold all my money and keep it all and lock it all down for horse vaginas, Chinese girls that ain't coming over, TV dinners. Me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give my money away because I don't need that kind of money. I just want enough to survive on until the day I die. And after I die, whatever happens to my stuff goes to my children. Anything that's got to do with my painkiller goes to my kid Jacob because Jacob is a painkiller man. The other two here don't. Yeah, Chinese girls that ain't coming over that he sent $3,000 to. It's in my hands right now, Nate, being rolled. Yeah, probably cartel. Yep, I'm taking care of that right now, Nate. I don't know. I ain't talked to her in a few days. I don't know how she's doing. Black. We were supposed to go live last week, but then she said she wasn't feeling good, so Then I had somebody else told me he'd go live with me, and he's been too busy to go live. Andrea said she won't charge me nothing to go live with her, but if anyone else asks her, it's $20. So I feel privileged. Or is it just because I've been friends with her the whole time? I mean, like I said, I like friends. I don't mind having people that I know across the whole United States and across the ponds, too. More people I know, the better in my book. Not as long as I'm in the house, it won't be. My house temperature is at 70 degrees right now, and it stays at 70. If it ain't 70, the furnace kicks on. Running good, running good. No, I recommend a Chevy. Matters if you want a truck or a car. I love my Chevy Trailblazers, and I do own a Ford truck. Vaughn's daddy's old Ford truck that he said I stole, that my dad paid for. And you're right, I did steal it. Not from his daddy. And I didn't steal it from my daddy. My daddy gave it to me in his will. Yeah, they will get up in there. Yeah, and a nest. Yep. Well, because when you're, especially in the wintertime, and you guys drive your vehicles, I mean, I hate to tell you, when you guys get home with your vehicle warm and you parking it outside, birds, chipmunks, rats, mice, any snake that's looking for warmness is going to crawl up on your engine because your engines are still real nice and warm and they love that heat. So they will crawl up in there and get on top of your motor. I found that out a couple of years ago when I went out there to start my truck early morning and I killed a chipmunk because he was up there on my engine. And when it started, he tried to run out of there and the fan got him. Yeah, I don't blame you there, Toby. Yeah, I just gonna have to get me a personal roller because this rolling is not doing too hot. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. I mean, I got rollers, I got pipes, I got bongs. I mean, personally, I mean, some people say, well, smoke it in the pipe. Well, I mean, the pipes are okay, but I like it in the paper. I don't know why. Don't make me cough as much, choke me. Yeah, I don't have none of them right now, Toby. I don't have no dollars. 16 viewers, 8 thumbs up. Hell, I got more thumbs up now than I did the other day. But I know a lot of you don't thumbs up. That's fine. It just keeps an eye on me and lets me know that, how many people are enjoying watching me. I don't believe that, Cartel. I think he is trolling me. He is watching all my videos. I mean, he proved it last night by what he said. He says he's always seeing me in bed. And you're right. I am always in bed when I'm online. I'm doing it at 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I am still in bed. I'm not going to damn lie about that. And if I don't have to get out of bed, I wouldn't. Thumbs up if you want Larry to wear a shirt. You want to see me in a shirt, Nate? Go back to my third video. Or was it my fourth one? It's somewhere there. Maybe after we get moved. I don't know, people. I don't know how this is all going to work out. I go one day at a time. I live day by day. One day you guys might be surprised and I'll have a haircut, completely clean cut, shaved. Won't even know who I am besides my hat being wore. And maybe I will be having a shirt on, Nate. I might have a background and everything. Right now, Larry's just getting the feel of it. I'm trying to get the hang of it, or however you all talk about it, how you say it. I don't know much about YouTube. I just get on here and I like to talk to you guys. I like to meet new friends. And I usually got something to say to Vaughn Hilton because he's always running his mouth about me. Bravo ain't going to get nothing part of that Hilton estate unless he buys it. And Vaughn Hilton's asking way too much. Honestly, Nick can come down here and move into one of the houses and get his lottery rights or whatever kind of rights that they got where they can just move into any house they want because it's abandoned and they start taking care of it and they fixing it up and they're paying all the bills. They can take that house. And Nick Bravo, I agree with you, buddy. Move on into that empty house he's got here. Come on down, buddy. Come on down. Move into his empty house there. He can't do nothing about it. It'll take him a year to throw you out. Nick lost his virginity last week. He is getting quirky now. Yeah, Nate, I seen that. About fucking time. I personally, people, I don't know how that would feel to keep my virginity until I was 50. I think I would have died. I lost mine at 12. Yeah, here's to Nick. And I do have a younger brother, a year younger than me. And we paid a hoe. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that word. We paid a young lady to seduce my brother when he was 18. Yep, my brother still had his at 18, so we went and paid somebody to take care of him for us. And Nick, you would have moved down here with it, still having that virginity. I probably would have paid one of the girls around here to take care of you. Oh, okay. Well, supposed to, Toby. I don't think he's in North Dakota no more, though. I think he's over in Texas now. I've been having a lot of earaches lately. And they're coming out clean. There ain't nothing in them. I'm going to go see the doctor, see what they say is wrong with it. Yeah, he's got a few of them around, Tom. I heard he's got two that's passed away, and then he's got that one, and then he's got the three that with Andrea. Sounds like the smartest one's the one in North Dakota right now. He told Vaughn he was coming down to see him. Yes, Tom. That is who she paid the child support for its whole life. And Von Hilton says, "Oh, she got a piece of hair off a hairbrush and checked my DNA." I'm going to tell you something, people. There ain't no way in hell I'm giving anybody any money unless they prove that kid is mine. Not from a piece of hairbrush that I used 20 years ago. Yeah, I agree there, Ma. They must have been fucking drunk as a skunk and didn't know what the fuck they were doing, or they were like Andrea. Sorry, Andrea, if you're watching this. Yep, it's that time. Hell, now I got more thumbs up than I got visitors. His mommy's the only thing that saved him his whole life. And his mommy's now gone when he turns 58 years old, 59 years old, almost ready to hit 60. So he's been under his mommy's shirt tail for 60 years. I mean, come on, people. Now, the next 40 years, he's all out on his own. He's got to make them 5 properties last him 40 years until they lower him in the ground. People, I don't think they're going to lower him in the ground. I think if he dies before any of us Frost just going to throw him out on the fucking hill and let the wild animals eat the shit. He ain't gonna get no burial by none of us. I guarantee you his kids ain't gonna want nothing to do with him after they find out everything he's did. Took the properties away from them, took all the money away from them. Can you imagine how much money and all the properties would have been worth by the time them kids turned 21? That 32,000 that he already went through would have doubled if not tripled. Because he's gonna have $900, 10, 11, 12. He could have up to $2,000 a month being put in the bank account right now. That's all he does do, Tom. He's never did anything else. You're right on the money. You're exactly seeing what it is. I moved down here in '09. That is the first year, February of '09, I moved here. I moved in with my father for a month. We had a problem. I had to stay with Ronnie Ray for about a week. And me and my girlfriend and wife got back together. We went ahead and rented a place off of 421. We went and we stayed there a year. We went to Quillen Road. We spent 6.5 years at Quillen. And from Quillen Road, Miss Alice talked me into moving into this place to be close to her and to help her out. And that is what we did. And we've been here about 7 years now. Yeah, that's probably about the best that we could do, 4 acres. And you're right, that's how the Indians bury theirs. Not in the double wide, but they make a bed and they put it up high off the ground and put a fire up under them. That's how the Indians used to bury their deads. Since he's 160% Cherokee, guys, we'll have to bury him that way. So that means if he's 160% Cherokee, does that make me 160% Cherokee too? Because both of my grandparents had Indian bloodlines. And their parents, and their parents, and their parents. Remember, Vaughn, we're on the same tree, just different branches. You're on the dumb branch, I'm on the smart branch. How your mom and dad together had a dumb branch, I don't know, because they were both pretty damn smart. I'm sorry to say, I mean, and that's the biggest thing of all, people. Miss Alice was not stupid. No, no ifs, ands, or buts. That woman is a very smart woman. How come Von Hilton is so stupid and dumb? I know it's the same thing, but Big Irvy wasn't that bad, I heard. I mean, I don't know. I never met Big Irvy. But I heard about him, and people say he was good. That's up to him if that's the way he wants done. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I don't understand. Maybe that's part of being a sixth grader, huh, people? Or is that part of being a felon? Ha ha. Von Hilton, you say I stole $2 million of your dad's inheritance money. You're wrong. It was 35 million. And your mama was worth 172 million. And we already got all that. How do you think we bought the US mints out? How do you think me, Ronnie, and Jim got the mints? Because we took all your mom's money. All your mom's money, boy. We spend it all. We own the mint. Yeah, I agree, Tom. I mean, come on, Miss Alice was a very smart woman, people. She invested her money. She scraped and scraped. Where does he think she got her war bonds at 10 years old at? I want to know where Miss Alice got money at to buy savings bonds at 10 years old. When her mommy and daddy, well, hell, her mommy's about ready to die, and her daddy is barely surviving feeding 8 kids. Tell me, Vaughn, where'd your mom get the money? Yeah, exactly. Probably. Probably do 4 acres. Excuse me, people. Not bad manners, just good coffee. Ugh, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when Vaughn called J Dub's son. People, I could see him making curtains and making this, making that. If he was making them for real people, real life, where he could sell me a pair of curtains for $20 because of the design or whatever. He's doing it on a computer. He's never going to sell them. He's never going to make a penny off of them, but he still keeps doing them. Anybody can build a house and put their own furniture in it. Von Hilton. Yeah, they call themselves all different things, Tom. It's for a computer game called Fallout 4 that was released in 2015. Okay, okay. So all the curtain shit and all the design shit that he's already doing, there's probably already 2 or 3 or 10 other people that's already did it, people. You think he's the only one to decorate? No, hell no. You got them dope heads out there changing everything. People that don't have nothing to do all day can just play with their computers. Oh, Vaughn, since the word computer just came out of my mouth, me and the family were all talking. The last time my computer worked, your filthy, greasy paws were on it. 2 days after you used my computer, we have never been able to get on that computer again. So, guess what? You owe me a computer, and I'm collecting. If I have to take it out of the rent money, I'm a collecting. So, there's another I'm going to say my computer's worth $3,500. And the time of me not having it, and it's been broke down for how many years now? Oh, I figure you owe me about 5,000 for that. Plus the 1,000 on the bet, so there's 6,000 you owe me. You want to talk about money? We'll talk about money, little bitch. Because I'm not scared. I know how to add money. How many times did you say the fireman owed you more money than I did? And I have lived here longer than the fireman? You were retarded. You don't even know how to add. You don't even know people. You never come out of your trailer, James Von Hilton, except to go get food. And when your mommy was alive, you didn't even have to do that because you just go to mommy's house and take it. Why were the cameras put in, Vaughn? You know why. And so do I. You might tell these people other shit, but I know the real reason. And so does that lawyer. So does that judge. You say the lawyers and judges are all on your side? Oh, you got a big surprise coming, buddy. Remember, they've been paid already, and not by you. I own them. I own everybody. I own the whole fucking east side of the United States, people. I own the mint. You guys can't pay your bills without me because I own the mint. I'm the one that gives you guys that fucking money. So fuck you, Von Hilton. I'm enjoying your $150 million that I stole from you. Tom, and that's exactly what it is. His mommy's not here to save him anymore. She has saved him twice from me. She has saved him 2 or 3 times from Ronnie. She has saved him 2 or 3 times from Uncle Jim. She has saved him from the neighbors. She has saved him from the fucking North Dakota Police Department. She saved him from the Army. She saved him from CPS. Thank you, Tom. I mean, yeah, she saves him on everything. Guess what? She's not here to save him no more, people. Now he's in trouble. Because now he's going to face his consequences. Now, run into Uncle Jim at the store. Run into Ronnie at that store. Run into me, is who I want you to run into, Von Hilton. I'll meet you at the dollar store, boy. How low you on food? Do I need to get up there right now? I doubt it because you don't do shit early. I will see you. Guaranteed. If I have to sit at that store from 8 o'clock in the morning to 9:30, 10 o'clock at night when they close, Von Hilton, I'll wait for you. Tom, both of my parents are gone too. I lost them both within a 5, 6 year period. We lost my mother first, and then I lost my father. My dad is still alive, though. To me, there's a difference between a father and a dad. A father is a man who made you, your dad is the man who raised you. To me, there is a very big difference. Yeah, I think my mom was 2013 and my dad was 2017. Yeah, so mine's been a few years. Mine, I think, was 13 and 17. I go in there, I could look it all up. I have all the paperwork. I still have all their photo albums. I got their marriage license. I got all that stuff still. I don't know why I keep it, but kind of sentimental value. When my mother and father got married and pictures of them, their divorce papers, my dad's army paperwork. Oh, I got another thing to say. Ronnie, I hope you get on here quick because I don't want to be talking about you when you're not on. Von Hilton, you say that my cousin Ronnie Ray, your cousin Ronnie Ray, is a dropout too
No.
from the army
No.
and all that. So, personally, in the long run, Ronnie, if you only did 9.5 months in the army, you're just a dropout. Well, Ronnie, as your own full blooded cousin, and I know that is a proven fact, because I know who your father was and is, um, I know you're not phony. I know you did your time. And if you didn't do your time, you wouldn't get the paycheck. You wouldn't be getting that check that you get every time you get it from the government. Von Hilton, one thing about you and Ronnie, he's got money.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a check that comes every month from that place that you said he was a failure at.
Yeah.
You're the failure. You're the one that come out of it with no money. Do you understand? Money makes the world turn. If you have no money, you can't live. You can't do shit. Unless your name is Reverend Shanny or Von Hilton and you beg everybody for fucking money, food, and everything else you have. Money makes the world turn. I might be a sixth grader, but I got a paycheck that pays my bills every month. Ronnie Ray might be a dropout from the army, but guess what? He still gets enough money to pay his bills. You don't. I ain't never had a job.
Yeah.
Von Hilton, wife
Yeah.
of wifey, have I ever had a job?
Yeah.
A
What?
real job
Yeah.
where they took money, taxes out of my checks every week.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, I know. J Dubs called Ronnie a loser. J Dubs, why don't you meet it? Why don't you run into that loser? Come on down here and cut grass for you can run into that loser. J Dubs, you're gonna wish you were in Desert Storm after Ronnie gets done with you. Let's be fucking real. J Dubs, you couldn't make a pimple on my fucking cousin's ass. He'd whip you with fucking both feet tied and one hand tied behind his fucking back. I'd make him use the left hand since he's right handed. I'll let him use his weak hand against you, J Dubs. And I'll still put all my money on him. And J Dubs, that ain't just because Ronnie's stronger than you. It's because Ronnie's smarter than you, too. Because you're just as dumb as rocks as Von Hilton is. John Way. Yep. I'd like to have 5 minutes with J Dubs. Well, fair grown Australian, welcome to the Big Larry Show. It's the morning wake and bakes. I usually run Monday through Fridays, and some days I get sick and I don't get on but once, twice a week. J Dub was hoping Vaughn got the girls so he could take advantage of them while you think he was watching. I don't know. Morning, Bobcat. And I'm going to tell you, any man that thinks that way about any little girl, them are sick people. Very sick people that need a lot of help. I definitely welcome you to my show. I don't know what, stain it is. I just buy it and grab it and go. I look at it and say, oh, that looks pretty. Give me some of that. I don't even look at the names. I think you can sue Vaughn for slander for not paying rent. For one, he's never called me about rent. He's never came over to get me rent. Does he think I'm supposed to just give him the rent, go to his house every month and give him the rent, or am I supposed to be sending it to the bank? Am I supposed to be sending it to the estate? Nobody told me anything. When Millie was in power of it, she says that I had to turn the rent into her, and I did. For 3 straight months, I handed her the rent, and she's gave me a rent receipt. And before that, I have bank statements for over a year where the $300 a month was direct deposited straight into that bank account. And all that money was sitting there collecting and working on getting the mother two houses cleaned and dressed and ready to go. And Larry got one of them done. I rented it out. So now instead of having 300 a month being put in her bank account, I got 600 going in her bank account. So I started taking that 600 and getting the other place cleaned up. It was going to cost us quite a bit. She spent over $1,200 just on the floor because we had to have all new floors put in there. So I went out and bought $1,200 worth of hardwood flooring to put down, and I let somebody move into it for 3 months to lay the flooring and to paint it and to get it all ready to be livable before winter got here. Well, we mostly got it all done, and we were ready to get ready to put a furnace in it and get someone in it, and Miss Alice passed on. So I didn't get to work on it no more. So that's when I handed everything over to Jim and Millie's. It goes to them. They're the executive of the estate, so I handed it to them. They took care of it. As of the moment, It got its brand new furnace put in it, but the lady herself had the De- Daniel Boone's destruction company come in and have it put in for her because she said that her furnace got messed up during the flood. So really, in my book, Von Hilton's going to owe her about $5,000 for that furnace, or she's going to be living there for over a year for free. $5,000 worth. Yes, honey, Chrissy. And the other trailer, she moved. He says that he's still going to make her pay rent or whatever. He can't do that. And for one, she's not even in the same state of Kentucky anymore. She literally moved out of the state. She's in a warm climate right now. And some of my friends right now are down there because I know they've told me where they're at, and she lives pretty close to them. And when I said down, y'all know where I mean by down from me. I'm in that big state of Kentucky. Later, Tom, have fun. Yep, get that electrician, man. We'll see you again. I appreciate every one of you guys coming on here and watching me. I mean, I don't talk about much besides a little bit of Von Hilton shit, calling him out, calling J Dubs out. Everybody else I've laid off lately. I mean, I'm not even going to say their names. I might have said their name earlier, but I'll leave them alone. I ain't. Yeah, thanks, Mop. I just like to get on here and talk, and if I see something wrong, I'm gonna say it. And I expect you guys to say it. I mean, don't be shy. Be friends with me. Be truthful with me. That's real friends. I watch a lot of these catfish show, and I'm not talking the fishing the catfish. I'm talking the computer catfish. Yeah, and that's me. I like to wake up and relax in the morning, get fully awake, then go out and do what we got to do or take care of what we got to do. Right now, we're getting rain, pour down rain for the last 2.5 days. So, we're looking for our creeks to be coming up, especially with them up there taking out trees. I literally think the state needs to come through here with bulldozers and dig out our creeks bigger and better. Keep us from flooding like we always do. And I thought, well, maybe we flood. I went back in its records, and we flood a lot. Every 3, 4 years they have a decent flood, but every 10 they have major floods, like wiping things out completely. And they have to completely rebuild, and 10 years later it happens again. I think I'd be starting to move things up on top of the hill instead of in the little valleys and the holes. It's raining here now. We've had rain 2.5 days straight. It quit for about 2, 3 hours yesterday and then picked back up. But it's good to me because I heard up north they've been getting snow. So that's why I moved here. The rain. I'd rather have the rain than the snow. until the rain freezes up on the road, and then I hate it. But right now, we're not worried about it. My son don't have to get out there and go on the school bus because he's being homeschooled. For the rest of the year, he will be homeschooled. Next time he goes to school will be June 3rd or something like that, right in the first of June, and he will be graduating from high school. He will get his diploma. Yeah, the freezing rain. Well, down here it's kind of crazy because once it hits the ground and it freezes, it's a sheet of ice. And around here, like me, when I go out of here, when I get down to the end of the road and I got to stop and turn, if I don't stop, I'm going in the ditch. If I swing over to the other side, I'm going in the creek. So, I mean, some of these ditches can be 20, 30, 40 feet down. Because a school bus can't come back here and turn around to pick him up because our road got washed out last year. And the city is too lazy, or the county's too lazy to fix the road. And then the tree company come in here when I was complaining to the city about the road, and they told them that they'll have to fix it once they're done getting all the logs out of here that they're getting. Big runaround. Just a big runaround shit happening. And I was like, okay. I called the school. They said, well, we can do it on the computer. Like, Arnold can do it on the computer. And, 2 weeks after he started doing that, he called me and said, hey, I like Arnold. He's doing great. He gets on at 8 o'clock every morning. He does his work until it's all completely done. So he's doing good. He is on schedule to graduate. And I was like, good. That's all I needed to know. So he gets up every morning, early morning, and takes care of it. And then he can go do whatever he wants. Usually mom feeds him and he'll get on the game systems that he plays. They probably won't fix that road for another 4 or 5 years, Shade. Or until it gets washed out again. I mean, they come in here and did a little bit of repair where the cars can come in and out. The big tree, the big tree carrier comes in and out of here, but they don't have a spot back there so the school bus can turn around and go back out. They told me that I could send my kid to school, but I got to send him down to the end of the block to catch the bus. Well, that's about a 2 block walk. I'm not letting my son walk at 6 o'clock in the morning 2 blocks in the dark, not even with the flashlight. I could get in my car and drive him down there and sit there every morning and wait for the bus. Why do that? They invented the computer. He could do it on the computer. I like it the way they're doing it right now. It's his 12th year. I mean, he's done with school. He's all done. And the day he graduates, the day he comes home with that big piece of paper saying I graduated from Clay County High School, he's going to be bringing about 6 or 7 different applications home with that paper from McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, any place that accepts an application. And he's going to fill them all out and he's going to take them all back in. It'll be time for him to get a job, pay his own way, become something in life. Can I get more mud? Oh, I'm sorry. You already did. I didn't even see you take the cup.
Yeah, I know.
They're real slow on everything down here, Shade. Like I said, I wish the road was fixed myself. And with this all this rain we've been getting for the last 3 days, they ain't up there working today. They ain't been up there in a couple of days because of all the rain. I can't wait till all that rain comes down and hits the creek. Make sure we're not going to flood out. You got about 15 minutes before you shot, baby. Honestly, let me think here. I like playing around with numbers and stuff. Let me think. I know Vaughn's 58.
Ow.
So he had to be what, about 18, 19 going into the Army? So he was born in 63, 70, 83, 82, 81. Let's say Vaughn did join the Army in 81. Ronnie would have been there in 89, 88. Yeah, that's a good thing. He can do it online, yes. The only thing he can't do online is receive. I mean, they probably could send him his diploma and everything in the mail, but for that, I will literally take him to the school and get it. Well, construction work might be good too. First thing he's going to have to do, well, I'm going to take him back and forth to work no matter where he goes because he don't drive. He don't know how to drive yet. I need to take him out and teach him how to drive. I mean, there's a lot of different jobs he could. He can go join the army if he wanted to. I don't think there's nothing wrong with restaurants, and you can move up in a restaurant. I mean, you can go from the dishwasher to a cook to a manager to the owner. It matters how far you want to go if that's what you want to do for life. As y'all know, I love to cook. That's why I was a cook quite a while. I've had union jobs before too. Later, Nate. Take care, buddy. Glad to see you made it today. We'll see you again. Yeah, I've been in 2 or 3 unions before. I was in the food union. I was in the window union. Um, I'm trying to think of what kind of union would that have been. There's another union I was into too. It just matters what companies you work for. Yeah, it's just like I just told my other son. I heard Jeep is hiring up in Toledo. I told him go put his application in. He's like, I already got a job, Dad. I was like, yeah, but this job's paying you twice as much. Better benefits, better union, better everything. That's what I did, people. I looked for the money. If I've been cooking, making $6 an hour, and I had a chance to go fucking rake fucking horse shit for 6 and a quarter, I was going. I don't give a shit. I'm out for money. I want more money. That's me. I wanted the money. Yeah, he's in the failed union. Okay, well, see, I never knew that. Yep, exactly, Jones. And that's what unions are good for. They make sure you're taken care of. Yeah, honestly, I kind of wish I would have stayed into the food, you know, enterprise, should I say. And I've been into it a few different ways, people. I used to work at a grocery store, and I've also worked in restaurants. So I got a friend of mine who started just like a couple months after I did at the same store I did. And today he is a head manager at a Kroger's meat department, making good money. And all he does is they get half pound beef in and they cut it up, wrap it up. So I mean, every job counts. I don't care if you're in a restaurant or if you're making a car. Every job counts. You see a lot of restaurants going out of business. I don't think it's because of the business. I think it's because of the food and the employees, the workers, the managers. Like Golden Corral. I'm sorry to put them out there. Love them. Love their foods. Always ate there once a week if I could. I went to one. I'm not going to say which one, but common sense tells you which one. Morning, Jeffrey. And their food was cold. I complained it to the manager, complained it to my waitress. He got mad at me. Before that, a couple years before that, they kind of threw me out of there because I ate 8 plates. I didn't have no biscuits and gravy. I didn't have no salads. I didn't have no pies, cakes, any of the sweets. I straight to the meat department. I don't mess with mashed potatoes and all that garbage food. And see, that's where most of the people go wrong because when most of you guys go in there, you guys eat a salad and you eat a couple of them hot rolls they bring you, and then you make yourself a little plate. Then you get your dessert and you're all full. Well, I didn't get the mashed potatoes and the green beans or the corn and salads. I eat the meat department. It ain't nothing like me going in there and putting 3, 4, 5, 6 steaks away if they're cooked right. Well, I mean, it matters what restaurant you're at, Jones. Some of them are pretty decent. Sometimes it feels good to, cook some real meals for people. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I know you said fast foods, but fast foods sometimes okay too. I mean, it's quick, it's easy, You work 12 hours, you don't feel like going home and cooking. And nowadays the wife works too, so she don't want to go home and cook. So it's best just to grab something quick, easy. You and the wife meet at home and you got dinner ready. It's already in a package ready to eat. Yep, exactly. You've had 9 steaks from there? Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, most of the people go in there and fill up on everything else and they leave the meat alone, and that's how businesses can survive. But a guy with me, if me and 5 others went in there and they all ate the same way I ate, that business would be out of business because there wouldn't be no meat left on the meat department. But I mean, I do like Golden Corral. I do like their foods. Their meatloaf was okay sometimes. So it seems like they needed to add a little more spice to it because it seemed like it was kind of bland. Their roasts were always good. I've never had a roast bad except the cold one. Now, I couldn't believe that manager told me, "Oh, I'm nuts." I'm nuts, not him. I'm nuts because his food wasn't cold. It must have got cold from me carrying it back to my table. And I was pretty close to the buffet, promise. I sit as close as I can. I like to look right at it where I can see it, and when they're bringing it out, and I can look at both of the other bars that are sitting there because I know exactly which 2 bars my kids are at. Arnold would be at the pizza, Larry would be at the spaghetti and meatballs, or the lasagna, or the chicken. He might even be at the pizza with his brother. And I always made sure they ate their meal before they were able to go to the dessert department. They bought the malls to take out your mom and pop. Yeah, and that's what most people's doing nowadays. 4 acres. They're buying online and just having it shipped right to their house. You don't have to deal with the people at the counters. You don't have to deal with the people around you. You don't have to deal with nothing. Just make sure you're home to get your package for nobody steals it. I seen somewhere, I can't remember who was it. Was it some delivery company? Maybe it's Amazon that has a drone or some kind of thing that's delivering it. That'd be pretty cool. Not a person, but a machine drives over it or flies over to my house and brings it to me. Yeah, I was talking to a few people. There's a place up for rent coming up for rent here in about another month or so up in the city of McKee. And I'm thinking about going up and looking at it. My son will still be able to graduate from Clay County, Kentucky, because he's on the computer. He don't have to go to class. That computer won't tell the teacher where he's at. It don't matter where he's living. The only thing is I have to bring him back here to be graduating. But he can graduate from living up there if we move there. And I'll be closer to Junior. Instead of being an hour and 45 minutes from Junior, we'll probably be about 45 minutes from Junior, which makes it a lot easier. And me living in a city, that makes it easier for the baby to get a job. There might be a McDonald's in McKee. I don't know. I'll have to look. The guy don't want me to go in and clean it and take care of it and make it livable. He wants to do it or something or something. So he's talking it might be 3, 4, 5 months before it's ready. I don't know if I want to wait that long. I'm just looking at my options, like I said, day by day. If I do move over to that place, if the guy does decide to let me have it, like me and the wife discussed, I'm still going to be in that same situation. Is I'm going to take my son back and forth to McDonald's or to work until he gets on his own feet and gets his own vehicle and drives. Or do we move to a town that he can walk to it or get on a bicycle and ride it? Get him a moped. It's cheaper than a car and don't need a driver's license as long as it's only a 49cc. To my opinion, he's kind of giving me a runaround on it, Shade. I think he got screwed by the last tenants that were in it, and he's kind of leery on renting it to anybody anymore because they really fucked it up pretty bad, I heard. I don't know 4 acres, but I will. When we get close to that, I will definitely be looking and finding out. And if not, I'll be able to take care of it. I got family, I got friends. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm looking around. All I know is like my cousin talking to me yesterday. Oh, just move back here, cuz, move back here. I don't want to go back to Toledo. I'm done with Toledo. Too cold, too nasty out. I mean, I got a lot of friends there. I got some family there. I move back to T Town. I'm going to be a long way from Larry, at least till he graduates. Yeah, it's not up to code, period. None of them. Out of 5 places, he's got 4 that would fall under code. His and the other 3 renters. The only one that would pass code is his mother's. Give it another week, it won't even pass because it's going to be so nasty, dirty. Look at the dirt. Look at it pile up already, people. Look at it piling up. He's in a 3-bedroom home and he's filming right where he's throwing all of his garbage. Well, yeah, I'm not trying to report him yet, Andy. I don't need no problems yet until I'm ready. It's not a dire emergency. We have got rid of our rats and our mice and working on the cockroaches and the spiders and the ants. Being dead of winter, I'm not trying to move yet. I mean, if I can move around the end of March, that would be beautiful. Yeah, and see, and that's the point. I don't know what area I really want to be in. I mean, do I want to move somewhere that's more flat? Do I want to stay inside the mountain range areas? I'm an old man. I don't work anymore. I do get a paycheck coming in every single month that till the day I die. So I'm not worried about that. I just got to find a place that I can live, and I like to have my children close by. If they're living with me, I kind of it's okay if they have to, but I hope they get out and get their own places and get their jobs and go on with their lives. But that's it. Do I don't I everything's different, people. I don't know day in day out. It's like I said, I want to travel. I really do. I want to buy a camper, hook it up to the back of the Blazer, and just drive everywhere. Pay my bills, get in our vehicle, and drive as far as we can go. Survive for that whole week. Turn around, come back home, spend 2 weeks at home, turn around, get our paycheck, pay the bills, and go somewhere else. And every month, go somewhere. Get out and see the world. I mean, at least the United States. I've seen some of the United States. I've been to Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Florida. So, I mean, but I've never been to the West Coast area. I've never been to Colorado. I've never been to Nebraska or Oklahoma or California. Mom said I was in Arkansas or Arizona when we were little kids. I was like 2, 3. I don't remember it. Well, no, I wish I could do that, Andy, but I ain't allowed to do that no more. Doctor's orders. He's got me on a very tight schedule meal eating thing. I'm allowed one little portion of meat, little bit of potatoes, little bit of veggies, no bread. To me, it's called starvation. And all my hamburger has to be boiled. Really, he don't want me eating beef at all. But he said if I have to boil it, boil all the grease out of it. My wife's did that a few times. That way. Yeah. You're right, Andy. I've only went through 4 of them in 10 years. And I got 2 different kinds. I got a regular health doctor and I got a heart doctor. Yeah, exactly. When he told me I wasn't allowed really hamburger, I was like, what am I supposed to eat? He goes, fish is good. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to live off fish the rest of my life. And I looked at him and I said, what about squirrel and deer? Oh, yeah, deer is good for you. He says there's barely any fat at all in deer. So, yeah, deer's good. But hell, I can't kill 10 deer a year. Yeah, Salisbury steak shit. Banquet dinners. Y'all, I want to know, honestly, did anybody watch Von Hilton boil them hot dogs? Or did he put water in a bowl and stick them in the microwave? I want to know if he microwaved them or cooked them on the stove. I'm going to tell you, them hot dogs look like they were the microwave ones, especially when there's sauce on it. If there was sauce on that, he bought that. He didn't make it. He didn't go in there and cook it on the stove. He baked them fish, not deep fried them. Yeah, exactly. And I got to bake them. I cannot deep fry. Nothing with the grease. No french fries, no onion rings, no deep fried fish. Any dang deep fried, I'm done with. The smell would kill me. I couldn't stay in the house long enough. Yes, exactly, Andy. And that's what I'm saying. They had to be microwave hot dogs because I don't see him cooking on the stove. Was that hot dog sauce on the hot dogs? That's nukable too. And if someone says you can't nuke a hot dog, let me tell you something. I got a 17-year-old boy in there to tell you you're lying because he does it anytime he wants. He puts it in a bowl of water and puts 2, 3 hot dogs in it, puts it in that nuker for 3, 4 minutes or whatever, and here comes the bread and ketchup out, and it's gone. Yeah, exactly 4 acres. Andy already been done. I never tried the olive oil on them, but yeah, We own two air fryers. We're rich. Remember, I'm the man that owns the Pennsylvania Mint. We have two air fryers. I have a little one and a big one. I have one for stuff for just me to eat or me and the wife to eat. And then I got one that's big enough to make a meal for all four of us. I would say no, I was not a good dancer. I never tried to dance. I was more into making money and drinking. Larry, show us your crip walk, please. Whatever. I'm sure the doctor would be fine with olive oil. I love air fry. Yeah, my wife loves the air fry. To me, I don't know. It's just I don't know if it's my taste buds or what, but not much food tastes as good anymore. I just think it's because I'm old and some people say, "Well, Larry, how could you eat that much?" Well, people, I didn't eat breakfasts. When I was younger, yes, I did eat breakfasts and lunches and dinners. When I got to the age of being out on my own and surviving and working and making money, and I had to feed myself, I was only eating once a day. So when I did go out to eat, I made sure it was all you can eat, and I kind of stuffed myself. So I was more of a one day, one time a day person. And that's how come I ended up eating, quite a bit at a meal. Not really. Not really. Not the fish sticks. I like fish, but not the fish sticks. I like perch. I love catfish. I love white bass. Salmon was okay. Um, I mean, there's few fish that I have tried. Yeah, I don't do fish sticks. I mean, they're hell. I'd have to eat the whole box myself, if not two boxes. And when I'm saying boxes, that's 40 in a box. I'd have to eat 80 of them. And then you're mostly eating the breading, not the fish. You're getting one little thin piece of strip of the fish. I want fish. I don't want a teaser. I don't want a taster. You're going to give me fish. Give me fish. Not some 2-inch thick batter. Same thing with Long John Silver. Love the fish. But the batter's so thick that they're only giving you a little piece of fish. And there's more batter than the fish. You go on, go for that. You can have all that, Andy. Rev needs to take her out to breakfast. There you guys go. You guys are trolls, and who lives close to them? Who lives close to them? Go visit them. Somebody take Rev and Shanny out to breakfast and record it. We want to see how much she can eat. Make sure you go to all you can eat somewhere and we'll see how much she can eat. You know what job I'd like to do? Since I've cooked a lot and even though my taste buds are starting to go now, I would love to go to restaurants and go in there and taste their foods and be a customer, not a worker, a customer. Like how that one boss where they go in there and check on their employees and this and that, and they work for the company, something like that. But I want to go in there and I want to taste their foods and taste their, if they're alcoholic, taste their drinks, and tell them what's wrong with their business. Well, I mean, Piper, you can only pay, I think it's like $15. All you can eat breakfasts places, the Golden Corral, if there's one there in Pennsylvania. I know there's no more KFC all you can eat. All you guys around the United States or America here, and some of yous ain't. Any of you guys even got a KFC anymore? Is if you don't know what a KFC is, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. They used to have all you can eat. And I love that place. That was delicious. They didn't like me neither because I wouldn't eat their mashed potatoes and gravy and their veggies and their desserts. I went straight for the chicken. And I ain't a leg and thigh man. I'm the breast man. Yeah, they used to be all you can eat here in the US. You pay They pay you $300 to be a secret shopper. Yeah, something like that. As long as they paid for the meal, and paid for me to get there or whatever, that's all I want. I don't want no real paychecks or anything. I just want to help companies learn where their mistakes are. Because I hate to see companies go out of business. I don't know about that, Andy. Everybody's got their own opinion on everything. I have tried Popeyes, and I did the Popeyes in Louisiana, and I would still say my KFC. A local dairy bar used to have all you can eat pizza here. Yeah, exactly. All across the United States, probably all across the whole world, there's deals out there. You just got to find out where they're at and who's doing them. And, we grew up as a family. It wasn't just mommy, daddy, and me. I had brothers and sisters. Call from 60. Hello. Well, everybody has their different opinions. I liked KFC when I was eating it. If everything was free, would there still be a need for employees? Yes, who's going to cook it? who's going to make it if it's for free? I mean, if you can go to KFC to eat for free, who's paying the employees? Who's cooking your food? That's important there too, and that is very important in my book. Is who's cooking my food? Because, like I said, there's people that don't know how to cook, and there's people that do know how to cook. There's people that can just throw food together and it be plain. Then there's people out there that knows what spices to put in certain foods that can give it that taste, that makes it taste good. That, damn, I got to order that again. And that's what you want. You want orders where when you walk into a restaurant and you taste that meal, you think about that meal. And you think about that meal. You work all week and think, damn, man, I got to have that again. And you go to that restaurant and order that same meal again. There ain't no fucking way, Andy. You just buy the plate and eat what you want? Okay. We, I think they got some things like that going on right now, but we call it the carry out, where they give you a styrofoam plate with the lid thing on it, and it's fill it up. And just him saying about me never paying rent. That was on last night. What we have already heard that all. Not honestly, same old shit. Same old shit, just a different day for Vaughn. Got a little bit of rage from me this morning, though. Yeah, he's still sending us all to jail, but he's going to deal with us first, and then he's going after you guys. So we're first. I'm number one, and I hope I am. But like I said, he says I have not paid one drop of rent since I've lived here. So Von Hilton, every rent receipt that I have, if it has your mommy's name on it or anybody else's signature on it, saying that I paid rent for this property, I'm taking a house for everyone I own. Every receipt I own, I get one of your fucking places. So you better get ready to move because they're all mine. Because I've got receipts for the last 15 years. Hello? Retard. I don't throw my papers in a fucking garbage can. I don't throw my paperwork on the floor and wait for the cleaning lady to pick it up. I don't throw my shit on the floor and let my dog shit on it, and then you got to scoop it up. Ours all gets put in safes and boxes and storage where I know where everything's at. And if they say I didn't pay my, they can say I didn't pay my light bill 3 years ago. I'll pull you the bill out. I'll give you the access code number that shows me I paid it. I'll give him $1 to dress like a bitch head he is. I'll even buy the pink dress and get him a couple of curls for he can rode that so called handlebars up. He's already a clown, so you'd have to send him $1. He just ain't dressed like one. Yep, his time is coming, people. His time is coming really soon. He's still running his mouth. He should have just shut up, let everything drop, let everything settle. But now he's going out there and telling people that I ain't paid my rent. I'm going to jail. He's still saying I killed his mother. He's still saying I stole $2 million of inheritance money from his father. For one, his dad never had $2 million. His dad don't even know what $2 million look like. Got news for everybody. Miss Alice never even seen $1 million. I know. I've talked to the woman. I've talked to her more than Vaughn Hilton has talked to her. I know her better than Vaughn Hilton knows her. I know her age. I know her birthday. Does he? No. Yeah, because he thinks that God is supposed to, once he says, I want this, he expects God to just give it to him. It don't work that way. I'm sorry, that's not how you worship no God. So does that mean I should say, oh my God, right now, I want $1 million? And if I ain't got it by morning that he's a fake God? No, gods don't work that way. My God don't. And if your God did, you guys would be winning the lottery. He's taking me to court for it. He sure is, Andy. Andy said it right for me, 4 acres. Read Andy's comment. Vaughn is the teacher's pet of his gods. Yeah. But they ain't did nothing good for him. Yeah. Vaughn better be lucky if the calendar says 2022 and not 1822. Because in 1822, the family would have hung him by now. Yep, I could see Von Hilton in the 1800s. We would have hung him. Well, he takes me to court, 4 acres. Everybody will know it. You won't have to see me on YouTube. You'll see me live TV. Across the world, live TV. It'd be breaking news if I go to court against him. Yep. Would there have been enough room on the tree with all the other folks you were hanging up there? Oh, yeah, there's a few more branches still open. Yeah, we still got a few more branches. Yeah. You know what the judge told him? Get a lawyer. Because that's all they can tell you. Tell it to your lawyer. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of branches still left. That tree's been growing there for 700 years. It's big. I see he ain't did no video of showing his mom's tombstone, has he? I don't see no tombstone of a dog next to her. I want to see him dig up that dog that's buried up there. Remember? His mommy's laying next to a dog. Von Hilton, if you're going to start talking shit, show the proof. We want to see proof before you even say it. Because if you don't show the proof when you say it, you're lying. Yeah, he can't bury one. What makes me think he's going to dig one up? Exactly. I'll give Von Hilton $1 if he goes up and takes a picture of his mom's tombstone. I know exactly where it sits. I know exactly who's next to it. So I'll know the picture when I see it. He's not going to be able to send no drone up there to take the picture. I literally want him to go up there and get the picture. Oh, it might cost him $20 though to go up the mountain and back. He ain't going to do that. Yeah, he could have did a lot of different things with that dog. Yeah, it might cost him $2 million exactly to go maybe 150 feet from his back door. Jump in the truck, back the truck up, go up the driveway, go up to the graveyard. About 150 yards up there. Halfway up the mountain on a platform. Right next to the gas well that's pumping his free natural gas to him. Vaughn should look into getting out of property tax with that grave there. He may be able to do it. No, he cannot, Gregory. Oh, no. If that was so, everybody would be out of not paying taxes on their properties. Because I guarantee that 90% of every house around this area, every hill around this area, has a graveyard on it. I know of 15 of them just around us. How much was Alice's death policy? She didn't have a death policy. Are you asking how much did it cost me to bury her? 4,500, not counting the flowers, the casket flowers. That was another $750 or something, 450. I don't even remember right now. It's all on paperwork. I got the receipt and everything. So it was like 48 something, or I mean, 5 grand maybe. And then I bought a dozen of red roses and I put them on. She didn't have to buy the plot. The plot was hers. Or you're talking about the plot up in Ohio. She probably had 10 grand wrapped into it. And yeah, it still sits there. It's still hers. Where she is at, the property is hers. She could have been buried anywhere on that property. She could have been buried all the way to the top of the hill. She didn't have to be buried at that grave site, that graveyard at all. She could make her own graveyard if she wanted to. She could be buried in her own backyard if that's what she wanted, because it's her property. No, he don't owe me nothing. His mom paid for it. His mom had the money, people. His mom had bank account and the money put away for when she passed on what would cost her to be buried, because she was making sure she was getting buried. And if he tells me I didn't buy the flowers, that I didn't buy the flowers for the coffin, ask him how does he know? He wasn't there. Did not even go to his own mom's funeral. Did not go to his own mom's funeral. I think he said his excuse was that there's going to be too many guns there, that there's too many people there that don't like him, so he ain't going. His own mother. I don't give a shit if the cops were waiting to arrest me there. They would have arrested me after I got done seeing my mother. Period. If I was wanted and my mother was laying in a coffin and it's going to be the last time I get to see her, I might go to prison for the next 50 fucking years. I'm going to tell you something. Here I come 50 years because I'm going to go see my mother. Period. You know, him not going to see his mother. Oh, there's too many guns. There was not one gun inside the funeral home. None. When he was doing the video trying to get that 7 grand from you guys, it was already paid for. There's no way he was on the, unless he was talking to the funeral home in Ohio. He could have been doing that, but the funeral home in Kentucky was already paid for. But when Drag asked him if the funeral home started with the B, Vaughn said, yeah. So I don't know what he's thinking. He was right. It started with the B, and that's the the one here in our town. Vaughn fought pimps and cartel members, but he's afraid of the frost in his mom's. Yeah, exactly. Never even went to the funeral home. Never went up to the graveyard. He never come out for the memorial service at the end. But he sure did a live video posting that Larry's driving a brand new truck. I took some of his mom's money and bought me a brand new big red truck. You you can't bury on a grave plot while you register where they're buried. You're not making sense to me, 4 acres. You you can't build on a grave plot. Well, if you can't build on a grave plot, you wouldn't want to build on a grave plot because your body's down there. For one, I know you can't build on a grave plot. It's for people to be laid to rest. There's a reason they call it a grave spot plot. Why you registered where they buried? They have to keep you registered where you're buried at. Yeah, some people like to know where people are buried at. And I'm looking up burials right now, to be honest with you. 4 acres. I'm trying to find out where my great 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 grandmother is. And it's supposed to be right in this area. So 4 acres, he ain't gonna build nothing. What's he gonna build it with? You gotta have something to build. You money. Money is the first thing. He ain't gonna start nothing without money. Where's he getting money? Let's say he sells my house, throws me out, gets me out of here, and he finally sells it. Let's say I'm gonna tell you, there ain't no way he's getting no more than 10,000 for this place. 10,000 Von Hilton's hands. 2 months later, he needs more money. So then he'll sell the other two properties. He might get 25, 20, 25 out of them too. 25,000 Vaughn's hands. 6 months, 8 months. Up. Guess what? Out of money. Now it's time to sell another piece of land. Now it's just land. There ain't no houses on it. So now it's only going to be worth $500, $1,000. You know, the other one probably $6,000, $8,000. He's out of money. Then he got to sell the property he's living on. He should build an RV park to run it. I mean, an RV park would make good money. Yes, that's true. Only two problems with it. Not too many people want to live way out in this country where you have to drive 45 minutes to go to any job. There ain't much out here to do. And he ain't got much flat land. This is all mountains. Vaughn's is not flat lands. He can maybe put 2, 3 trailers in here on his property, the 167 acres and the 50 acre. He's going to owe taxes if he sells them. He's going to owe taxes if he don't sell them. Got to pay property taxes every year. Each and every one of them has property taxes done. And if he is smart, like I said, if he was smart, he's not watching my show now. I know he's already hung up. He's called me every name in the book, not watching. Like I said, people, if he was smart, he could survive. I would. Hell yeah, I would. You don't think I'd clean all them places up, get them all rentable, and rent them out, and have that money coming in every month? I could tell you pretty well exactly what her bills were running. I could tell you exactly what her income or her property taxes and everything are. With her owning the four properties, counting Vaughn's, she would have been bringing good, 1,200 bucks a month in. I told her a long time ago she should have moved Vaughn in with her and put him in one of them other bedrooms, cleaned that house up, that trailer up, and put somebody in there. Rent it out. She needs the rent money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Andy. 2 years. I wish there was a talk show that we could contact, put him on TV, people. Let's get him. Let's get him noticed. I didn't say rich. I said noticed. I know YouTube is noticeable, but there's only what 10 million in YouTube. I'm talking worldwide. I'm talking 250 trillion people watching. RVs are more for retired people that are than going for work. Go south for winter. Yeah, I know a lot of older people that do that. They have a certain home in a certain spot, and then when winter comes, they head to Florida. Would he fit into going to Dr. Phil? I mean, there's a lot of talk shows, so we need to figure out which one we want to try to get him for. What about that woman that goes out and rescues dogs? Maybe we ought to contact her. Maybe she'll go out and rescue the rest of Vaughn's dogs. Yeah, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Put him on Oprah. Think Jerry could handle them? I don't know. I don't know if Jerry can handle that karate expert. 20 viewers. I'm doing pretty good. Been on quite a while, too. It's been a long day here. Jerry on Springer. Yeah, yeah, the couch would definitely collapse. Yeah, that's something I have to think about. I'll have to bring that back up Monday, see what we come up with. Everyone that's here, show up Monday. Let's find out what we can come up with. We got to figure out what show to send him to. We got to get a hold of them producers. Tell them we got a show for them. I'm going to punch the Punisher so hard that Mr. J Dubs feels it. And they'll both probably be getting their jaws replaced. Step aside, Florida man. We got Karate Kyle. That's it. Hey, there you go, Gregory. See, that's what I'm saying. We need to think about that. Steve would put him in his place. Steve's going to have to tell him a good reason. I don't think he's going to get on there and talk to Steve about child support. We'll have to get a good, get it one case started, get one conversation going, and then go to another. That way we can get Vaughn fired up. We got to be able to put the wood in the fire. We can build the fireplace, but we got to have the wood ready to go in that fireplace. Yeah, I did brake jobs. I ain't. I didn't go to mechanic. Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. It matters what you call mechanic school. I did go to a school that did teach mechanics how to take cars apart and how to put them back together. But it was in a bad school. It was a school for bad kids. Yeah. Richard, don't believe a thing Stinky tells you. My wife's already said it twice this morning. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody on that. You can look me up. You tell Vaughn Hilton that I said I got more work in 1 month than he does in his whole entire life, and that even includes his 9.5 months in the army. Frisch's Big Boys. That's the first one I'll tell you. Great Lake Windows. Um, the sugar company. I don't even remember the name of the company. We always called it the sugar company. Um, lawn care service, ice cream truck driver, um, dump truck driver, roofer. Did I already say window maker? And I did so many. I mean, it's just I did a lot of jobs. I was a grown boy. I was out to make money. Hell, I even threw newspapers. Or no, they wasn't even newspapers. They were them flyers you hang on the doorknob. Give you $20 to hang 100 of them or some shit. Like I said, I've worked more in 1 month than Vaughn's worked his whole life, people. Hey, Vaughn Hilton, if you do get to see this video, hey, boy, you think you worked more than me? One way to find out. Why don't we pull a neutral party? Pick somebody out that you don't like and I don't like, or somebody that we both can. I'll even let Solar Marshall do it. That's how confident I got in Solar Marshall. Give Solar Marshall your social security number. I'll give social security number to Marshall of mine. Let him look it up, both of them. I know you won't let Todd do it. Todd, I know, would do it quicker than a heartbeat. I'd let him do it, and he'll be able to tell you and me every, every place that you have ever worked in your life. And it will also say every place that I have worked my life. Because your social security number is a record. It controls what money you get when you retire, when you become disability by one way or another. That depends on how much money you made your lifetime. That is with you for life, James Von Hilton. Sorry, Social Security numbers don't change. They're not like plates on a car. So you're hated by the world, you be the judge. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'll tell I don't care. Just go back and film the property from the.
Call from Ed Middleton, KY.
Who and where?
Ed Middleton, KY. Call from Ed Middleton, KY.
Sorry, I don't know nobody in Middleton.
Call from Ed Middleton, KY. Call from Ed Middleton, KY.
I get tired of them phone calls. The other day I was picking it up saying City Morgue, and they just hang up on me. I'm waiting to see what he says all the properties are worth when he turns all the paperwork in. Because I did an estimate on everything. Uncle Jim's did an estimate on everything. And now he's got to turn an estimate in of everything. Yeah, probably millions. Like I said, we figured all of it, maybe 200,000 at the most. And the property he's living on is the most expensive one. 167 acres, two houses, a graveyard, gas well. It's working. Probably worth 120,000. I don't know, but if he is, he better hurry up and get down here because it's due to be cut. At least mine is. So if mine is, everyone's is. Me and the neighbor was discussing it the other day. My house, I live in between the two mountains, people. Literally, I am the closest to the two mountains than any of my neighbors. I am all the way back in the back. I'm the last one to see the sun come up. Yeah, the grass grows in the winter here because it don't really get real cold. I mean, it does a couple times, but usually we're in the 30s, 40s, 50s, rain, rain, rain. If north is getting snow, we're getting rain. Sometimes it freezes, sometimes it don't. Well, if it don't freeze and it's still staying in the 40s, that grass is still growing. Yeah, it's like this coming summer. I'm hoping Larry and Arnold could stay at the house by themselves and take care of themselves. Me and Mommy's gonna start traveling. I mean, it's time. I want to go see Mount Rushmore. It's on the bucket list. The Grand Canyon on the bucket list. Somewhere off of 75 somewhere. I want off of 75. I mean, I've been on 75 all the way up Michigan, all the way to Florida. So I know all the areas around 75. I want off 75. I want to go across the other side. Yep, it sure does. Yeah, it seems like that, Andy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to live there. I'm just talking about vacation time. We're going to start traveling. Well, people, I'm going to get off here. It's been 3 hours. Appreciate y'all coming out to Big Larry's show. It is 9/11. Y'all have a good day. See you Monday. Peace out.